Told y'all, man. Miami in 6, man. They asked me after game 1, yo, Crunch, you sticking with Miami? Yes. You know, yeah, man. You lose games in the playoffs, man. You might lose a game 1. You know, you're not just, it's not like everything ain't no sweep. Just because they swept, just got swept. Huh? The team just unbeatable, right? Right? Nobody can beat them, right? There's nothing they can do. Right? See, this is man. I knew it, man. I knew it. That's why I didn't change my pick. And now Miami going back home, and Jimmy ain't even dropped 30 yet. Oh man, it's looking bad because listen, bro. A lot of people double down on that whole Nuggets in 4 or 5. They did look real nice, real substantial game 1. But I didn't see everything that Miami could do in game 1, bro. Y'all thought it was over just because of one game. Wow. It's looking scary now. Because all they did is figure it out. Look, I'm going to just let Jokic cook. And we going to play defense on everybody else. Period, bro. Miami got size too. Duncan Robinson is 6'8". Duncan Robinson is right now, he's better than... Listen, bro. I'm taking him over MPJ right now. He got finals experience. He's a better shooter. You know how to get his shot off better. And then he'll take easy layups when he got it. He's 6'8". All right, y'all talking about size. They got guys that you can rotate out. Put Kevin Love in. That's what we were just saying last stream. We just were saying put Kevin Love in last stream. Why you got Cody Zeller playing? That's exactly what we were just saying. You talking about stop it. Stop what? You probably somebody said Denver in 4, right? Man, y'all wild, bro. Just give credit where it's due, man. You know? I'm not... Listen, bro. I'm saying as far as to match up with a guy like MPJ, because y'all talk about the wings on Denver got all this size, but Miami has pieces. And guess what? Guess what, y'all? They said Tyler Hero coming back. They said Tyler Hero's coming back. So now what? Now it's really going to get interesting. Right? They stole the game in Denver without Jimmy dropping 30 and without Tyler Hero. Just all by making adjustments and trying to figure them out first. You got to stop what they doing first. At home. Now, with the 2 games of experience that we have playing against these guys, now we know how to play defense on them. Now it's time to get buckets at home. Now it's time to get buckets at home, bro, with the same defensive intensity, with new schemes, and we got Tyler Hero possibly coming back. Bro, they said Tyler Hero is possibly coming back for game 3. They said that before the series started. So this is why you had to stay calm and trust the process on what they was doing and thinking about, bro. Right? Because when they lost game 1, right, they said it was reports saying that he was probable for game 2. And then certain people was like, nah, don't rush it. I forgot who said that. They was like, nah, don't rush it. Bring it back game 3. They didn't rush it. All they did was figure out how to stop Denver from stealing from like running away with the game. Because like I said, Miami and the coaching. Listen, man, shout out to the coaching staff in Miami, bro. Eric Spoelstra and them boys, because they know exactly how to adjust when they need to adjust. All they did was change how they was playing, bro, and playing defense on Denver, and the pieces they had on the court. They said Kevin Love was hurt. He's not hurt. They said Kevin Love is trash in Cleveland, bro. That man is not trash. All right, he's a great teammate to have playing with you. All right, like I said, they thought Miami was gonna get swept because they seen the Lakers get swept. Hey Lawrence, they thought Miami was gonna get swept because they seen the Lakers get swept. So they thought just because the Lakers got swept, that Miami is unbeatable and it shit. If the Lakers got swept, then I know Miami getting swept. What are they gonna do? There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. Man, listen, bro. These guys know how to win these games. Y'all don't know how basketball works, bro. It's not just 2K where you got this guy is a 90 overall. I got this guy. This guy know how to shoot. Put them all together. What y'all gonna do to stop it, bro? All you gotta do is play defense, bro. That's it. And let Jokic get off. Jokic is the best player on the court. He's gonna drop 30, 40. But if you play defense on the rest of the team, it's gonna be a different story. You see, Jamal Murray didn't have no crazy game. You can't let it be like a slippery slope. Now Miami has Tyler Hero coming back, and Jimmy Butler didn't even drop 30 yet. He didn't even drop 30 yet, man. This is live. What are you talking about, bro? This is real life. Yes, this is live. Word life. Everything that I recite stand out. Go ahead in front so I can try this right hand out. Across your jaw. Crunch never lost a war. Man, listen, bro. This is real life, man. This man said this live. But listen, man, look, they got Tyler Hero coming back. And whatchamacallum, Jimmy Butler hasn't even really given us oh my God, bro. Denver in trouble, bro. Denver's in trouble. This is crazy. They said Miami was going to get swept. Hey, Vendog, they said Miami was going to get swept. Hey, Chuck, I was saying they thought Miami was going to get swept just because the Lakers got swept. Just because the Lakers got swept, they think the team unbeatable now. And, there's nothing they can do. Jimmy Butler didn't even drop 30 yet. They figured out how to play defense on the Nuggets in a scheme that can, stop their game plan. Now Jokic had to score a lot of points and they didn't even win. Because all they did was match up the right guys on the rest of the pieces around Jokic now. Like I said, Duncan Robinson, Haywood Highsmith, these guys got size. Duncan Robinson, they forget Duncan Robinson is 6'8". And he played in the NBA Finals before, bro. Yeah, but they stopped Jokic from getting all them assists and getting the rest of the team hot. Now, right, guess what? Now, Jimmy Butler is due for a big game. And Bam Adebayo didn't even really it's like he's not playing. See, I thought Bam was going to be playing good defense on Jokic, slowing him down. It's not even that. It's about slowing the other people down. Now, Jimmy Butler's due for a big game. And Tyler Hero is coming back. You said nobody over there played in the finals but Jeff Green. Yeah. They ain't got no finals experience, man. I thought Jimmy was scared at first. Maybe he is. I think he's still been playing timid. But he been playing real smart and not trying to mess the game up. Now I kind of see the vision of what they doing, man. The whole scheme was to steal one game in Denver before they really turn it up on it. Because you can turn it up, but you're not going to stop Denver if you're not paying attention and really think about how to stop them. But they was like, bro, we're going to play defense on Denver, figure out how to stop them from going off. You know what I'm saying? And they figured that out. You let Jokic get off one-on-one and play defense on everybody else. Because as far as the role players, Miami got more finals experience, bro. This is what people don't think about, bro. They don't think about how Kevin Love making amazing outlet passes and just knowing where to stand at on the court, or you know what I'm saying. The pace you got to play at and just everything, bro. All that matters, bro. You can't have no rookies in there just not even knowing what to do. Just a regular game. Now you got Kyle Lowry, and like I said this on the last stream, Kyle Lowry is one of them guys bro, he just will just randomly just be doing stuff like randomly like getting like a tough bucket. He won't. He ain't gonna get tough buckets all game, but he make timely plays, bro. The only thing I don't like about Kyle Lowry is when he do something dumb and then look at the ref like he ain't do nothing. I hate when he do that, bro. That's the main thing I don't like about Kyle Lowry. Yeah, man. Gabe Vincent, Strus, and Caleb Martin. Even though Caleb Martin hasn't really done nothing this series, they are some great role players because they be wanting to compete, and you can tell they appreciate the opportunity they got. So when they out there, they really be trying to bro, they got full confidence, bro. The coaching staff put full confidence in these guys, bro. They gonna shoot their shots even if they miss. They gonna shoot it again if they open again. Everybody got the same green light. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everybody got the same green. And like I said, Jimmy ain't even give us a 30-point game yet. You said next game gonna be Caleb Martin game. Watch, it could be. They going back to Miami. They mad hype off of just having that win. Bro, they know that they can beat Denver now, bro. They beat them in Denver. I don't care nothing about the altitude. They beat them in Denver. Now, they going back to Miami, bro. And now they saying, all right, so now what if we now we're gonna start dancing on them, right? Now we know how to play defense on them. Now they confused now. And while they confused, bro, Jimmy gonna give us a 29, 30-point game. Caleb Martin is gonna finally catch fire. And guess what, bro? Tyler Hero, the neighborhood hero. The neighborhood Tyler Hero is coming back. We the neighborhood hero. We the neighborhood hero. Woo! Denver forgot about Tyler Hero, bro. Who can guard Tyler Hero? Tell me that. I want to know who gonna stick Tyler Hero. Who you gonna put on him? So you gonna put Aaron Gordon on? All right, who gonna stick Jimmy? Uh-oh. Timeout. 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 Miami going crazy. The whole crowd is going crazy. You can't even hear what Mike Malone saying. Up. Timeout over with. Get back on the court. Timeout. So I'm gonna ask you one more time. Who was guarding Tyler Hero? So who was guarding Jimmy? Bam Adebayo, alley-oop. Bang! Okay, Vincent gets a steal. Max Strus. Bang! Timeout! Ah! It's gonna go crazy game 3, yo. I'm telling y'all this, man. You know what I'm saying? They can read all Jokic stats all they want, man. I don't care. Put them top 5 centers all the time. I don't care about none of that, bro. 0-1 in the finals. I said that. I don't think Jimmy Butler wants to go 0-2 in the finals. It's whatever you want to do with Jokic's resume, cool. Just know that he might be 0-1 in the NBA finals on that resume. You know what I'm saying? That just is what it is. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, but like I said, would y'all rather see Jimmy? I don't think Jimmy want to be 0-2. There's a difference between being 0-1 and being 0-2. If you 0-1, you can still make it up. You can still make up for it. If you 0-2, they're going to call you overrated. So Jimmy don't want that. You can't put that on Michael Jordan family legacy. So, on the family heritage, man. So that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Yo, hold on. You just said something, bro. So why would you use that for Bron then, bro? He was 0-2 before he won his first one.
That's what I was thinking. I was literally just thinking about it, and I was about to say Bron still ain't recovered.
Hey,
He still ain't
bro,
recovered
he
from
gonna
the
do
0-2.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, gentlemen sweep. Come on.
Oh man, Crunch, you just dropped
We
the
ain't doing the
gem,
I
gentleman
bro.
love
sweep.
it. I love it.
Hey
Hey,
Chuck,
Crunch, you just dropped the gem,
Chuck.
bro.
Think about it. That 0-2 that 0-2 is different, man.
Yeah, you can't recover from 0-2.
0-2 is different.
Hey, bro.
You
All I'm
can't
gonna
recover
say
from
is,
0-2. That's why. That's why, hey,
Gentlemen
Chuck,
sweep.
that's why when people be asking us,
Nah, ain't no
what does
gentleman sweep.
Brian
I'm
got to
keep it
do to
buck.
surpass Mike?
I
He
don't think
can't.
he gonna win
He
4
can't.
straight. Hey, but we gonna get him in
Oh,
6, so 6
you
or
just
7.
dropped you just dropped the gem crunch. I ain't gonna lie, man. You
We
just
gonna
dropped
get
the
Telling
him
you,
before
gem.
man,
that
it's
then.
different.
Hey,
Like
hey, hey,
0 and
crunch,
2,
crunch,
0 and
crunch,
2 in the
crunch,
finals, man.
Oh, and
crunch.
2
Yo,
in the finals
Hey,
means a
bro,
lot, bro.
seriously though, bro.
hey Chuck,
Tyler
Chuck.
Hero,
That's why I
bro.
had picked Miami to beat Boston. Hold on, sorry.
Right.
I had beat
I
Oh.
Miami
had
to beat Boston. I
Miami
was like,
making
I
that
don't
of
think
whole
because
West. I mean whole East.
if Boston, look,
Tyler
no, hey
Hero was
Chuck,
a
if
big
Boston was to
factor,
go to
yo.
if Boston was to go to the
Tyler
finals and
Hero,
lose,
big factor.
Then that would make
hey yo,
make
Chuck,
Tate
if
on
Boston was to
2.
go to you're right,
Overrated.
exactly.
Overrated.
And Chuck, and look, and I was like Tatum not gonna want to go to the finals and be called 0 and 2. Be
Mm.
overrated. You know what I'm saying? Telling
Yeah,
you,
they
bro.
were gonna lose that finals matchup anyways, I promise
What's
you.
up, my boys?
What
The
up?
What up? What
Celtics,
What's up,
up?
Black?
bro?
What happened?
Hey, 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 crunch, bro.
Yeah,
My
so, yeah.
Miami wasn't gonna win
What
a game.
factor do you really think, bro? Tyler Hero finna come and do?
Put up a cool
Yo,
15,
if you watch,
14.
yeah, about to
What?
say if you watch him all season, he a bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he a
but
bucket,
bro,
bro.
he coming off an
Oh my
injury,
God, he's gonna be tough,
bro. He coming off an
bro.
injury, bro.
But look, this
Like,
ain't
come
Yeah, but
on,
you
Miami.
gotta
bro.
think
Like, be
he
real.
gonna be doing the same thing Caleb Martin is doing. Caleb Martin be having some open
Just like
shots, bro. And that's what Tyler Hero gonna be having some open shots.
he got
Like gym
Kawhi.
shots for him.
And he can bring up the ball and give Jimmy a break.
Yeah,
Right. So you
Yeah,
got
yeah, you right, you right.
now you got Gabe
and he
Vincent.
the best.
Now you
He's
got
really the best
Gabe.
shot creator on the team.
You got to think about it. Now you got Gabe Vincent, you got Jimmy, and you got Tyler Hero can bring the ball up.
Quarter on him because he's too tall. He's
And get
That's
up.
slow. You can't put AG because he plays defense flat
he's slow.
footed.
Yup.
What you gonna do? Put
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Murray and then waste all
You know,
his
it don't.
energy
It,
on offense on defense?
to be honest with you, bro, it don't even matter what he do. They won without him, so it don't give a fuck. It really don't fucking matter.
Yeah,
He come in and
Right.
get 10 points. It
Right.
really
right.
Right.
don't matter.
Right.
It really don't
Right.
even matter, right?
Facts.
Hey, but
It
I'm gonna be
really
honest
don't
with you.
matter,
I'm gonna be
bro.
honest with you. Hey, last night that Mike Malone he dropped the ball, man. Because last night you supposed to set up a play for that last shot. He let
Yeah,
them
Oh
play through it.
yeah.
Like
Nah, Miami
that
did the
was a dumb.
smartest thing on defense. Look how many assists Jokic had.
Nah, it
They
wasn't
let
that.
him
I'm talking
get
about at
his
the
and they stopped
nah, nah,
everybody
nah.
else.
But
Yeah,
at the
that's all they have to
at the
do.
end,
That's
but at
all
the
they
end of
have
the
to do.
game, think about this. At
That's
the end of
all
the
they have to do,
game,
and they'll
as
win
a
every
coach,
game.
nah, Black. But at the end of the game, as a coach, you know you just got the rebound. You call a timeout because you want to play that's gonna at least get you a clean shot for this last three to tie the
Yeah, but
game. And he didn't. And he didn't do it.
Miami was tweaking too though, cause I don't know why they didn't just dribble the fucking clock out.
I know.
I
But
would have dribbled the
that's
clock
why.
out and took the last
But
possession. Like fuck
But
that.
think
Took the
about,
last
but think
shot.
about, but think about. Look how Eric Spoelstra responded to it, though. He responded by putting Duncan Robinson on the bench after he took the early shot,
Hey, I'll live with
and then
Jokic
he put
dropping
Gabe
40 a
Vincent
game.
in.
I'll
Yep.
Did
live
you
with
pay
Jokic
attention to
dropping
that?
40 a game. I'll live with that. It's as long as we limit the role players from scoring, we're good, bro.
Y'all
Jokic can
said
Oh
drop
that.
yeah,
I
Jokic
tell you,
can
y'all
drop
can
50
let
on you
Jokic
once,
go
bro.
crazy.
Duncan was clutching that
Jokic
foot.
ain't gonna win by
oh he
himself,
was,
but if
he
you
was.
shut everybody else down,
Hey, treat him like KD, bro. Treat him
bro.
like KD
All
in
I'm gonna say is,
2021, bro.
bro,
Let him
when
drop
when
50 a
Murray
game
when
and lose,
Murray
bro.
when Murray and Jokic cook, bro, it's over.
Let him drop
yeah,
50
but
a game.
they gotta get to cooking though.
Right,
If you
Yeah,
but
if
this
you
what I'm saying
separate the
though. This
two,
only
see
game two.
I'm sorry to
No, no, no,
say
no,
it.
no, 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 no. We not doing that. We not finna say this only game two, motherfucker. They just won one of their home games. They just lost one of their home games. That's an
bro, like,
important
first
game,
hold
game,
bro.
up,
It's
first
over
time
with.
like,
losing.
It's
like,
over
bro,
with.
First
That's an
time
important
losing on
it's,
their
game,
home
bro.
it's the
court.
That's an
championship,
Hey,
though.
important
not
game.
the
That's
answer,
not
yo.
just game two, bro.
But
It's an
they
important
only
game.
lost by 3 though.
It
Like,
doesn't matter
let's
what
not
you
say
lost
that
by.
they
It's
got
still
blew
an
out.
L, bro. It doesn't
That
matter what
game
you
was
lost
a
by.
toss up.
An L is a L, bro. And it's an L
Yeah,
First
on
time,
their home court.
first
It's
time
an
them
L on
losing
their
too,
home
Black.
court. You
Now,
must didn't
because they
pay
lost on their
attention.
home court.
nah, I paid attention. All right,
Yeah,
I
you
just
couldn't
say
have because you heard what Jokic said. Jokic said, "I do not want to lose any home games to them."
right.
He said
Lost
it
And
one,
during
but
this
the
he
is what
first
still
I'm
in the
saying
first
though.
game,
This is
bro,
what I'm saying
because he
though.
know
This is
how
what I'm.
important it is to keep your home games.
This is what I'm saying though. Honestly though, it was a lot of blown mistakes, bro. Like They had a lot of mistakes coming in the fourth quarter, bro. I'm gonna say that.
It was
Because
the
Lot of
that
same
missed
thing.
zone,
To be honest,
opportunities.
that Miami
to be
zone
honest
be
with you,
cooking
Rashad,
people.
to keep it, I'm gonna use my man Glock word to keep it a bean with you. Miami could have won that first game. Miami should have won the first game.
Miami should have won that
If
first
Screws
game.
didn't miss those 10
Here we
threes,
go.
they would have got their
Yeah,
ass
first
blown
game.
the fuck out, bro. If he didn't miss
Yeah.
them threes, bro, it would have
That's
been over
why.
for them the first
Yeah,
game.
if you would have made at least 50% of those, you would have made 5 or
Exactly. It
10.
would have been over.
Yeah.
It'd have been over with.
Hey, look, if Jimmy Butler would have had like 20, 25, they'd have won.
No,
Yeah, no
all he
doubt.
had to do, you got to think about it. Screw sat there and missed 10 wide open fucking threes. Wide the
Wide
fuck open,
open.
bro.
Wide open.
Nobody
I'm
was
glad
in
you
front of
mentioned
the
it.
man.
That's
Nobody
unheard
was in
of.
front of him.
Jesus over
Nobody was
there
in
like,
front of him.
hey, God
That's
was
true,
like,
though,
I'm gonna
too.
give you a gift tonight, and I want you to shoot. And these motherfuckers couldn't put the ball
That's
in
why.
the basket to save his motherfucking
Hey,
life. If I
Black.
was a
That's why.
coach,
Hey, Black.
I would have
Hey,
slapped the
Black.
shit out of him.
Hey, Black. That's why I said. That's why I said
Hey,
when
hey,
Tyler Hero come in, he ain't gonna be missing them same shots.
You
I
ain't
can
gonna
guarantee
miss
that
them
one.
shots. You gonna knock
I
them
can
bitches
guarantee
down.
he gonna be knocking them shits down.
he ain't
Tyler
gonna miss
Hero
those. He
play
ain't gonna miss those.
defense, yo.
That's different, but that is crazy
Yeah, he
though.
He
do.
play
Cause
way better defense
I'm
than
telling you,
Screws.
go
Like,
ahead. He
Yeah, he
missed
do.
10 threes, bro. You do your math. 10 times 3 is what?
You know what it is.
That's 30 motherfucking
That's
points, bro.
30
You add that 30
points.
to what they had, they win the game.
Yeah.
And that's just off his
That's
misses
facts, man.
alone. I'm not even count how many times Jimmy missed down low. I'm not gonna count that. I'm just counting wide open threes because he was so
Big facts.
fucking wide
Yeah.
open. They literally was leaving him. It's like fuck him, he can't shoot, and he couldn't
He
even
definitely would have
fool him.
beat him out.
Yeah, they would have blew them out.
watch Caleb Martin have 2 big games, 3 and 4. I'm calling it. He good for a 3 and 4 good game.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is, bro, Nuggets
Bro,
and
Jokic had the best
6.
game had.
Nuggets. I don't think Nuggets losing
Look,
in Miami.
hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: the reason why the Chicken Nuggets is gonna lose to Miami is because all they depending on is they 2 stars, and that's it. They banking.
They know KCP not going to be consistent. That's why
Yeah, they banking, but you gotta understand they banking it on Jamal Murray and Jokic. That's why you see if them two don't get going, or you just I'm telling you, Tyler come back, right? That'll free Jimmy up. If somebody just go out there, if Jimmy is able to just go out there and lock Murray up, there's nothing happens for the Denver Nuggets offense at all with Murray being locked the fuck up. Nothing happens. No one else is gonna be able to do that pick and roll or get that ball to Jokic. Like Jokic, he gonna get tired real quick, bro. He gonna give you 3 quarters at best. 3 quarters at best. You just seen him multiple times in the 4th quarter.
We do
This
got
boy
hold
take
up.
a bucket.
Yeah, we do got hold up on the. Yeah, we do got hold up on the language, yo. I just want to let everybody know.
Bro, he was balling in the fourth quarter, bro.
They be banning people quick.
No, he played. He wasn't even. Go take how many shots the man took in the 4th quarter.
Bro, so y'all think the Nuggets can't pull one in Miami?
No.
Nah.
I'm not saying that they can't pull one.
I think Black said it best. I think Black was what you said. Black is
Miami
best.
is money.
Exactly. What I'm telling you is
what you
this.
said is best because the Nuggets are playing with a 2-man, opposed to the Heat playing with 5, man. Honestly.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. They not.
No 5 men on the
only
floor,
way
they
I see
play
them
all
winning, they
together.
gotta change it up. They gotta change it up.
Yeah, they gotta.
No
they gotta
matter
make
how
quarter
good.
more.
This game too just showed you. No matter how good Jokic facilitate, they still taking the L.
And they stopped that. And they stopped the
But
facilitating
man,
last game.
like we could say that. We could say that, like, bro. But honestly, there was some blown mistakes that led up to that.
Bruh, I don't look. I'm not living in blown mistakes because, like I just told you, Screws missed 10 fucking threes, bruh.
But
the
I'm
first
saying
game,
though, that's
those
what I
are blown
mean, though.
mistakes
Like,
too.
bro,
So we're
like,
not finna sit here and count turnovers enough. We're talking about what actually happened.
cause you the game, bro.
Okay,
Like,
and the 10 missed threes, cost Miami that first game, bruh.
Okay, but that's what I'm
so if you're gonna use it for game 2 for the Denver, you gotta use it for game 1 for
So if we're not using it for game 1, we're definitely not using it for game 2.
Hey,
That's
that's
what
real,
I'm about
bro.
to say. Can we say
we lost by 11, bro? And if he makes at least 5 of those threes, bro, we win the game.
It's over.
He would have never lost.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. So, bro, of course, there's gonna be mistakes that you can go back and look and say if this person made that or if that person did this, bro. Like you could go back and look at that. Like there was some mistakes that the Nuggets paid for to make them lose the game, just like
Understand what you
Miami.
So can
mean,
you say that for game one for
but
Miami?
Yes, we could
exactly.
say that for Game 1 in Miami.
Okay, that's all I was saying. I was like, if you're gonna say that for game 2 for
That's what
them,
I
then you gotta
said for
say that for
Miami.
game
If
1.
you
Right,
would
because
have
you
heard
know
me,
for a
I'm a
fact,
hooper.
if
Like
that boy would
I
at least
played
hit 4 or
basketball in
5
high
of those
school,
fucking
college.
threes, they would have won.
That's a sorry excuse.
no, it's not a sorry
It
excuse
is,
because if they
especially
didn't
when
make those
they're
mistakes,
professionals.
it
They
wouldn't have
practice
cost
this.
it.
They
It did
work
it
on their
like
game.
it cost the team.
That's an excuse, bro. That
No, but
defense.
look, bro. Like nobody's perfect playing the game of basketball, bro. I was telling you, like, bro, there was stuff that led up into the fourth quarter, bro,
But
where they made the mistake, bro. Like they didn't.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey,
Okay,
Sauce, hey, Sauce, but real talk, do you think that Miami has contributed a little bit to those mistakes? Just be honest with
Exactly, that
yourself.
defense. They amped that defense up
Their
on their
defense,
ass.
their defense, their
That
defense
They
zone
amped
got
that
helped
that
those
defense up
zone
on
mistakes.
them,
got them
bro.
shook.
it was
So
a little bit.
that's what I'm saying.
It
I'm
was a
just
lot
saying,
of pressure Miami put on
I'm
them.
just saying,
I'm
watch it
gonna
as
So
a
say that.
baller because you're a baller like I'm a baller, right? And we both
Right.
right.
ball outside. Watching it, opposed to a fan watching, you can see Miami did
Exactly.
contribute to some of those mistakes that they made.
Right.
That's why I
So
was
this is
saying what
what
I
I'm saying.
said
Like
because
the veteran coaching the air exposure, bro. That's what the Miami Heat have advantage right now.
Absolutely,
Like the
absolutely.
coaching
well,
of air exposure,
Not
bro.
only
That's what
that,
they have
they
advantage.
got veteran
well,
champions right now. They got Kyle
I
Lowry
mean,
and Kevin Love.
at the same
Right,
time,
right,
I'm
and
gonna
that
give
too.
you. At the same
Starting
time, I'm
Kevin
gonna
Love
be
was
honest with
smart
you.
though.
Both teams got good coaches. Okay, so
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm not gonna say the coach because if we say that shit, to be honest with you, in game 1, I don't know what the fuck Trocher was thinking. Steady keeping that man in the game, missing all them damn shots. Like he would have
But
been on the bench, and
that's
I would have gave somebody
Hey,
else an opportunity to at
hey,
right.
but you
least
gotta
knock
realize,
down something.
But you gotta realize that the
Shit.
Eric Spoelstra learned through Pat Riley, and Pat
Yeah.
Riley's a guy who
No, I
believes
know,
in
but
allowing the
the
guy to
reason,
get into rhythm. You
right?
know what I'm
But
saying? So
the reason why I'm saying that though, Chuck, is honestly, a rhythm is rhythm, right? But you can't tell me you ain't got your rhythm within the first 4 to 5 shots of wide openness. Now, it's not 1 3 that man took with 2 or 3 people in his motherfucking face. He
I
had
get
more than enough time.
I
More
get it,
than
Black.
enough time, bro. Chuck,
I
if I
get it,
got you
Black.
out there at the 3, bro,
I
I
get
see you out there, I'm hitting you because I know for a fact you gonna knock that bitch down because you're wide the fuck open and it's taking 3 to 4 players on Butler. You got all day to shoot and you don't put that bitch in the basket. Not only do you not put it in there, you shoot behind the rim, you shoot under the rim, you shoot around the rim, bruh. You ride the motherfucking bitch until you get your shit right.
I
I'm
Yeah,
get it,
sorry.
bro. I get it.
Facts.
Hey,
He
I
hey,
did.
get
He
it.
did.
I
He
get
got
it.
his
I
Yeah,
get
shit.
it.
you're right.
I get
And
it,
I
You're
go
right.
bro.
there,
You right.
you know
You
what I
right.
would have did as a coach, Chuck?
I
I
can't
would have
say
went over
nothing
there and said,
about that
hey,
because I've been
youngin.
there.
I would have went over there and said, hey, youngin, I need you to do
Yeah.
one thing. I need you just to go in there and knock down one shot for me. That's all he had to do was put somebody in and they knocked down that one shot. You know what that would have did for Fruits? They were like, damn, my spot might be finna get taken. He would have started knocking them bitches down. See, it's a mental game that you have to play with your own players to give you the success to win a basketball game. And you know
But
what I'm
but
talking about, Chuck.
but
I know
isn't
my
that
coach.
like
My coach
isn't
set
that
me
like
up. I
due to
can't even stop
inexperience?
cooking.
Yeah, because I've been telling the people about Miami
Yeah,
for
we
the
got to watch out
longest.
Wednesday.
You feel me? And it's like Miami gonna get swept. Miami not getting
Keep
the
cooking.
game. I'm telling y'all. I said I watched the first game. If you ever played basketball, you would know that what Miami did was they let them do that to learn their play style, and then they came back the second game with adjustments that Denver was not expecting. Because Denver took it like, oh yeah, we won our first game. Let's just steamroll over them. It wasn't happening like that.
They thought it was over.
It wasn't happening like
They
that.
thought it was over.
And I told them, I said, I don't care what nobody said in the first game. Bam put Jokic on notice on the defensive side. Because ain't no way Bam should have had 26 points and almost had a double-double. You feel me? That man went off. He was the only Miami Heat player that showed up that game. And he was putting in his work and giving that man his business. And then he came back and did it again in a follow-up game. You feel me? I'm like, what? Come on. Everybody
This
talk
series gonna
all
be
that
tough
stuff
too,
about Bam
man.
though. Bam ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna get destroyed. Ah,
That's what they said. That's exactly what they said.
you
He
seen the
said he ain't
refs
gonna do
trying to
nothing.
cheat. You seen the refs calling them the travel. I'm like, where he travel at? The man pump fake. How he travel? I didn't understand that. The
That's what
man
I mean
fell.
too. They
The
gonna be
man
in
fell. He
Miami.
fell down, and y'all called a shooting foul. The man fell on the floor, bro. What is he supposed to do? Stay up? Like, and you called a shooting foul on that? Oh my God, they was trying so hard, bro. I was like, man, see, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Cause I was in Legend Lab and we was watching. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This stuff right
Like
here.
that
Why y'all
offensive
can't
foul on
just keep
Kyle
it clean?
Lang
I'm
on
like, why y'all just
Jokic.
can't keep it clean,
It's
man?
no way he pushing
Get
Jokic
the
like
offensive
that.
foul.
Hey,
Yeah,
did you see all the
Yeah.
charges that Jokic was doing though? See, my thing is this, right? How could it be a foul on someone backing you down and that person is creating contact with you? He literally put his hand on Bam's chest, pushed him, and did like a little hook move. And I'm like, wait, you mean to tell me you can do that? You can't do that. You can't
and
do
then the
that.
next play get an
What's up with that?
offensive charge on Kyle Lang. Like, come on.
Exactly. I was like, what? Did you see how he flopped though? They
Yeah,
clearly
like you
showed it
know
in slow
Kyle Lang not
motion.
strong enough
Hold
to
on, hold on,
push you
hold on,
like
hold
that.
on, yeah. Hey, yo, hold on.
They showed that in slow motion.
Hey, yo, hold on. So, all right, so Mo said that Bam is too. He said Bam is too fast for Joker, and I
Yeah, he
100%
is.
agree. But Hazel, so then Mr. Lee said that he see Denver going into a zone in Game 3. What you think about that?
No, Denver ain't
If
playing
Denver
zone.
go
So
to
why
a
would they go to
zone, they're
zone?
gonna get shot out of that zone.
It ain't
Miami
that
got
Shot
three
out the
out
point
the
gym.
zone.
shooters.
Thank you.
You got to think about it.
It's gonna be over.
Denver ain't never went into a zone. They normally just play man and look and switches here and there. So for them to try out a zone,
Shot
I
out the
don't
gym.
think it would be as effective.
I will
You
pit
know what
Bam
I'm
at
saying?
high
Shot
post
out the gym.
and have my shooters ready and go to work. We're gonna
But
break them out of
I
that
can't.
zone quick.
Go to
I'm not
work.
counting on no shooters. This man out here missing 10 threes and shit.
Hey, yo, look, and then now Tyler Hero is gonna be able to create shots for Jimmy now too. Jimmy don't gotta it's not that much pressure on Jimmy now.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like now,
I think Jimmy still gonna pick up more to facilitate, but he gonna have somebody he can count on now. He can count on on Hero to at least knock them shots down, bro. Cause
Yeah,
you gotta
like
think about it.
yeah.
In that first game, I gotta tell people like, and when I say if you watch it, not you watched a quarter or two, watch the whole entire game, didn't move, actually sat there and watch it. Jimmy was facilitating very well, but everybody was missing in his shots. Every time he gave somebody a damn, they was just messing the shot. And I'm like, what's going on? He's setting y'all up perfectly because they are double teaming and triple teaming him, and he's kicking it out just like Jokic doing, but y'all not completing the shots. And when Jokic did it, his team was knocking down the shots. Like, there's a big difference. If Jimmy driving to the hole, penetrate, Jokic dropped down. What's his name? Aaron dropped down, and you got Murray backing up. You got two people open. He swing the ball out to one of y'all, and neither one of y'all can knock down a shot. Y'all all shooting over the rim, behind the rim, and under it. When he shot that ball underneath the rim, bro, I was like, I can't believe this man. I'm telling you, if I was a coach, he had
yeah,
to
but
sit on the
Miami
bench
don't
and
have too many bad
watch
shooting
one of these
games
young
like that in
people.
the playoffs.
Hey,
So
it
they
takes
do
that
for
one
one.
person. Yeah, it takes that one person though. And you know what I was mad about? The fact that they didn't put Kevin Love in the game. And honestly, I thought that
Game one.
it should have been Kevin Love and Bam down low, and I would have just put Kevin at the center because Bam can guard the people out at the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Just to have Jokic end up having to try to bang against two bodies.
Fact.
I don't know why they not doing that.
Because Kevin Love a little
That's
bit
facts,
older.
though. That's
So if
facts.
you put him down there and he's banging, he's not gonna be able to hit them open threes because he's tired. He is old.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not looking for him to
And he's
hit the
dealing with
open
that
three
back injury
consistently.
still
You know
from
what I'm
like
saying?
3 games
I'm,
ago.
I'm looking for him to give a presence down low to letting Jokic know, hey, we got two tall boys down here. You got to do something better than that. You know what I'm saying? It's more so of a
Kevin
presence. You
Love
feel
like
me?
the same.
Because you got to look at it. When they be switching and Bam is not on him, bruh, do you see how they be looking? The guards be looking like they just hanging off of Jokic's butt, bruh. He just looking clean over them and shooting, bruh. Like, it looks bad. When
Yeah,
he
but
backed down Kyle Lowry, I was like, oh my God.
if Spoelstra going to do that, he got to be able to like tell them they got to rotate perfectly. Like a
Or
big got to
or
stay
or
on Bam or be able to help off.
whoever get behind him, you got to put your right foot forward, your left foot back, and pivot strong so he won't back you down. They're not pivoting; they just coming behind him. If they pivot their right foot, mean drop all your dead weight on your right foot and have your back foot slightly open, he won't be able to back you down like that. They just coming behind him with tippy toes, and that's why he just banging them little boys out the way.
Good job.
What's good? Block.
It seemed like Spoelstra was okay with is okay with giving Jokic whatever he wants.
I said
He is
Like
the
as
because
far
at the
first
end
as
time. I
of the
said
day,
he
if you
you
okay
go
can
if
with
you
have
can't
40
get any rings
points,
against him, just let him get it.
but you can't have 20 assists or 18 assists.
40 ain't gonna get you the game.
yeah
Yeah,
that
you
that's
can't
what it
have them
seemed like
extra
he
points
stopped.
out there. So I'm cool
But
with
I'm
him. That's like
yeah
when they was
like
playing against Kobe. Oh, Kobe can go ahead and get his points,
Right,
but we gotta stop everybody else. We gotta make sure Gasol
right.
don't get a double, Bynum don't get a double, Lamar don't start hitting.
Damn, sexy.
adding Kevin Love to the to the starting lineup, that was big though. That was
You
big.
ain't got the ring on the finger, nigga.
Still got Nuggets in 6. I think that he definitely gonna get another
That's
game in
Jimmy.
this series. I think they're gonna split the games in Miami personally.
Nah, they getting two
I don't
straight
think
games
so.
in Miami. Denver gonna win game
I don't think
5,
so.
and then game 6 is over in
It
Houston.
is. He's over with.
Game 6 Miami. Dang, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. I look at
Think
it like
about it.
this, like people.
Anytime
All I gotta
Miami has
say,
stole one of the first 2 games away, they win the series. It's over.
I'm gonna tell you like this. All I gotta say is how Jimmy Butler and role players get a game against the Nuggets. And two
I mean
superstars couldn't do it. I'm
the,
stuck on that shit.
man
I'm trying to figure
But
out how the Lakers got.
The Nuggets in all these games that had games like this before though, and except against the Lakers, But in all the other rounds, they done had games like this. They let Ant get his a couple games.
No, bro, they
They
didn't
let
lose their
Booker get
home game,
his,
bro.
but
They didn't lose their home game. That's the difference here. See,
true,
Miami,
true.
I expected Miami to be, I expected them to be down by 2 because I gave Denver Nuggets their first 2 home games. But, and
What up,
I told
fellas?
people this, I told people when I watched the first game, I said, it really looks like Miami is just trying to get a feel for what Denver is going to do. Because once they realized they couldn't win the game, it's like they just started paying attention to detail to everything else. And it showed in this game, too, because they came out hot and they was ready for them. And they changed up stuff. I'm like, okay, man, they getting in there. You know what I'm saying? Now that they stole their home game, if Denver does not steal one of Miami home games, then it's gonna look bad for them because they're gonna be 3-1. And when Denver get that 3-1 pressure on them, that might get them cooked. Might get them
Yeah,
cooked because when you down
Denver is
3-1,
going to try to make adjustments, but because Miami already figured it out in game
yeah,
2, they just going to have counters set up for game 3. Oh,
yeah,
if they
that's
do
what I'm
this, we're going
saying.
to do this. If they
And
do
then you
this,
I'm
we're
got
not
going to
gonna.
do this, and it's going
you
to be
got
I'm
different.
not
Hero
going.
coming back. I mean, you got a lot of stuff. So I don't know. I would hope that they do, but I ain't gonna lie. Depending on the NBA, they might take this to 7. So they might you win a game, we win a game, you win a game, we win a game, you win a game, and it come down to game 7. It might go that way.
The Heat. I think the Heat. Hopefully the Heat don't come out with the same game plan next game. You giving
Nah,
Jokic too much time
I'm
to
gonna be
figure that
honest.
out.
I
If he
think
figure that
The
out, it's
Heat
gonna be
are way
slow.
better at home. The Heat are way better at home, and they especially they role players. You know what I mean by that? They role players are gonna feel more comfortable. They ain't in that atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? They at home, so they back to their
Got that
normal.
high altitude to worry
Yeah,
about.
they back to their normal. They ain't got that much pressure on them because they done stole one of the opposing teams' home games. They lit right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that might carry over to them winning the next 2 games if they can do it. Like I say, if they win the next 2 games, I'm sorry for the Nuggets. That pressure is gonna be different, bro.
Yeah, but if you're talking about the altitude,
Yeah.
you can say that the Heat going home to play at home without the altitude, but you also have to account that the Nuggets going to be playing without the altitude as well. So they're going to be a lot more energized than normal because they're going to be at a lower altitude.
Yeah, I get you on that, but it's not their home.
I mean, yeah, that's
That's the
cool.
difference.
I
That's
get
the only
that.
difference. That's what I'm saying. Because the fans is gonna be cheering, booing them. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. You know how it go, Glide. You done played ball before.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, I get it. I
It
just think
changes
that
when you go to
They
somebody
gonna
else's
come in
house.
there,
Is
hear
he
all
still
I
those
think
big
streaming?
I think
cheers.
that
It's
if we
gonna
talking
be
about basketball reasons, man, it was a good gritty win for the Heat last night, but I think we're gonna see a different ball game. These next two games. I think they split these games in Miami, and I don't think we see Jamal Murray take that back seat like that too much anymore. Because truth be told, Jamal Murray got it going in the fourth. And it really don't take much for him to spark fire and start going off. So
Right.
for the game to get that close without Jamal Murray really doing what he wanted to do, I think we have a different
Yeah, but
conversation when he
that's
come out hot.
because Miami made a few bad mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason
hold,
why it
hold on,
really got
hold
that
on,
close.
y'all.
Cause as a coach, you feel me? I would have told them, hey, dribble that shot clock down and take the shot at the last second. Like, don't sit here and give them enough time to come back. Miami wasn't even trying to dribble the clock down. They were just coming down the court trying to hurry up and score. And I'm like, what y'all trying to hurry up and score for? When y'all got y'all up and y'all got the ball, like you should be dribbling that clock off. Like that was bad on their behalf because they didn't even have to. It didn't even have to be that
That
close.
dude is true.
Hey, but we can say the same thing for Mike Malone though too. He should have called the timeout when they rebound the ball
Yeah,
and
I
set a play.
understand that.
I would have set a play. I wouldn't have just let them bring the rock like that. I'd have called a
What what
timeout,
it,
get my guys ready to get an open three to tie the game.
But the issue is, right, like I think Mike Malone kind of just had faith in them trying to catch the defense off guard or in
Yeah,
transition. But I think when Jamal Murray lost the ball a little bit and then got it
Mm-hmm.
back, I think at that point Malone should have went ahead and called a
Call
timeout.
timeout. Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, he
I
should
but
agree
have.
with
He
you,
really
Glock.
should have.
100%.
but I
Yeah,
do
he
think
definitely
I do
should
think
have.
we see a little bit different play style. And
Yeah,
I think obviously I think Eric Spoelstra is probably a better coach. Malone just has better pieces, but I do honestly think that we'll see Malone make some changes. And truth be told, honestly, in my opinion, he really doesn't have to make many changes.
right.
Far as who he's running or what rotation he has. I think that we just need to see these guys come out and be a little more aggressive than what they were last night because they didn't really get aggressive far as everybody else on the Nuggets besides Jokic. He didn't really get aggressive until the end of the game. And I think that if we see him come out aggressive at the beginning, that's a different ball game. And honestly, truth be told, it might be a stretch, but I felt like the Nuggets kind of came out lackadaisical, like they knew they had the game in the bag. And you can't do that with a team like Miami because they just
Yeah,
gonna keep hitting you.
Hey,
yeah.
Glock, I got a question for you,
Hey,
man.
that's what I said.
I got a quick
I
question for you,
said that,
Glock.
Glock.
What's up, brother?
Go
So,
ahead.
just in your opinion, I'm asking, right? Do you think Tyler Hero, if he's game ready, we're talking about game ready, Tyler Hero, you think he's gonna be effective in this game three?
Reason why I don't think so is because I think people like I understand what Tyler Hero is as a scorer. I understand he's a shooter. He's going to give them a little lift on offense is what people are saying that he's going to give them. But the
Mm-hmm.
issue is he broke his shooting hand. Like he didn't break his offhand. He broke his literal shooting hand, and he broke
Mm-hmm.
his two middle fingers in his shooting hand. Like that's where he broke it at on his hand, if I'm not mistaken. So with that being said, like it usually takes shooters time to kind of get that feeling back comfortable, so they can
Right.
hit shots consistently. So I think they should probably bring him off the bench and not mess up the little rotation they got going now because it's been working for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't
Right,
think
I
he's gonna
agree.
be a real
I
big.
feel where you coming from, but I also feel like just because who he is and how he's been playing all season, they already did their film on him. So he's gonna be a
Yeah,
threat. Even if he don't go off, he's gonna be somebody that they have to focus on anyway.
right.
Even if he
In
don't
my
go off. So
in
that's gonna
my
change their game playing up and it's gonna hurt them in the end.
in my opinion, it's 50-50. But I'm gonna put it to you
Okay.
like this: if he wasn't ready they knew that he was gonna miss shots, they not gonna put him in the game. So apparently, if they telling you that this man is returning, that means that he has knocked down consecutively shots enough for to say he can come in and return in the game. You feel me? Because
Hey,
what's the point of putting somebody in the game and you didn't watch them in practice? miss shot after shot. You might as well
But
just
you have
save
to
them for
But
understand,
next
brother.
year.
These
You
guys
feel me?
have
it's two
these guys.
different things.
Yeah,
It's two
these
different
guys are the
things.
NBA, brother. They gonna hit open shots, broke hand,
Yeah,
no
open
broke
shots.
hand.
Yeah,
But
open.
game speed against
Yeah, it's
actual
different.
competition, people that are
It's
actually
different.
trying to beat you at something, is a
It's different.
completely different ball game than shooting in practice, brother.
Yeah, that's how I was because
Hey,
I
so
know
what
Yeah,
y'all?
it's the same because if you ever broke something on your body, right? When you're in the process of healing and therapy, you know they take you through the ringers, right? So they make sure you get up to speed. You feel me? They don't just, we gonna go light work to let you shoot open. No, they make it difficult for you. They don't just go through minor stuff. You do know that, right?
I
So
mean
for me,
I went to yeah.
I've had an ACL replacement, fraction and a finger, broken a finger. And I've had Achilles issues as well. The difference with all of that is like, yeah, we can get in practice and we can get busy, and we can practice game speed and try to make everything as realistic as possible. Excuse me, my daughter is smacking the shit out of me right now, and make everything as realistic as possible. But that's a different ball game when you're actually playing against actual competition, when you actually having to run up and down the court, when you actually trying to play, a defense and then trying to run in and play offense. Especially when you have, obviously he doesn't have a lower extremity injury, so it's going to be a little easy for him. But as a shooter, when my hands were messed up, like when I broke my finger and fractured my finger, like it takes a while for that feeling to actually become natural again. And I think, like, obviously I'm not that level of a scorer or shooter as far as an NBA level or D1 level or anything like that. But those guys are clearly better than us. But I still think that it's going to take some time, because even when Steph came back, when he broke his hand,
Yeah.
it still took a little bit of time for him to get back into it as well. So if it's going to
Yeah.
take the greatest shooter of all time some time to get back into his shot rhythm as well, I think it's going to
Moses
be the same thing for Tyler Hero.
Moses
Yeah.
made a good point in the chat. He just said, like, yo, they practice game speed, and they do. But also, people got to remember, Hero was clear for activity when the Celtics was playing in Game 6.
Exactly. That's what
Agreed.
I'm
That's
telling you.
more than enough time for him to be going through the rhythm, getting his shot back, playing game speed in practice, and
Right.
getting his rhythm.
Yeah, but you
That's
got to
what
understand, brother.
that's
Game speed. This is my thing when it comes to what Moses said, and I respect some Moses. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, nothing. But if you think that the people that he's practicing against, a practice squad, are because I'm not sure he's practicing with the team. I know he's with a practice squad, but you think playing with a practice squad is the equivalent of going out there having to defend a Jamal Murray or getting switched onto a Jokic? Like, I just don't think
so
that's.
so
I'm not trying to be funny when I say that, but that's a complete different level of competition than
so
playing
that's
against a practice squad.
I get what you're saying, Glock, and that's all if. You feel me? That's if he has to pick up him. But it's more ways they can utilize him. They don't have to have him to be doing those type of things. Like I say, he could be like a little roaming around, knock down shots here and there to get him back in the use of it, work him into the rotation and everything. Like I see, I agree with you. He should
Yeah,
come off the bench. I don't think they should start him. I think they should let him watch what's going on for a little bit, get him in there, in and out, 5 minutes here, 6 minutes there, see how it works out for him and stuff like that. But I agree with you. When you break your hand, it is something different. But he has had more than enough time, and in the NBA, it's different. The
yeah,
technology is very different. I don't think
yeah.
he
That's
was
true.
practicing against regular people when they knew, because I'm telling you, a team that knows that a person is coming back and that he needs to be at his best to perform in the finals because they might have a chance to win a championship ring. I'm pretty sure they got people that was nearly close to these people level. They might not have been at the same tier as these people, but they was somewhere near close, so they can make sure that, hey, you got to get at least to this level to play them at this level. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I think is going to happen. I think that they're going to bring him off the bench. I think when he enters the game, I think when it's all said and done, I truly, truly think that what's going to end up happening is he's going to get
Somebody
some
gonna
open shots. They're not going to play him up close as they normally would,
exactly.
and they're going to make him show, like, the Nuggets are going to make him show them that he can still knock down shots. And if he starts knocking down shots, then they'll adjust their defenses accordingly. If he's not knocking down shots, it's going to fuck with his confidence, and he's going to, second guess some of those shots, and that's going to mess up his game, and then we'll have a different conversation. But he's going to have to show the Nuggets that he's going to be able to hit those shots, because if he doesn't hit those
Yeah.
shots, then it's going to be a different game.
All he need is 2 to 4.
Tyler Hero lacking confidence. That's. I think he on.
Yeah, we
That's
can't say
all he
that
needs
because
is 2 to 4.
I mean, the confidence part is completely different because you got to understand Duncan Robinson
Yeah.
was the most deadliest 3-point shooter in the league for like 2 straight years and then fell off a cliff. So it can
Yeah.
happen very
No,
easily.
no,
Man.
no, for sure, for
Hard.
sure. No, I'm just,
Nah,
I'm
he
just, I'm,
didn't
I'm,
fall.
I'm just
So
saying,
he
I'm just
didn't
saying
fall
his
off a
his
cliff.
ego, as far
He
as his
just
ego.
had like Duncan is a great 3-point shooter, but there's other people like Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero that can do it on both ends. So why am I giving you more of the minutes when you're a specialist when I got two ways? It's not that.
I
It's
don't.
just not what the team
Hey,
called for. But when they needed him, he stepped up.
you gotta look at it like this.
Mm,
In today's league, a 3-point specialist is way more valued, bro. Because everybody is going after the three. If you got a motherfucker who's shooting 75% from the 3-point line, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're a two-way or not. He's getting in the game. Because 75% of the time, he's knocking that shot down. You understand me?
What's his name?
That's gonna make people
Stan
double
Van
team
Gundy.
him, and that's gonna open the floor for everybody else. That does more for
Glock,
your offense than a two-way does.
but I do understand what
What's
Glock
the
is
dude
saying
name?
because
Jeff
if you
Van
do,
Gundy. Jeff
yeah,
Van Gundy was saying yesterday like he wasn't getting on the court. They took him off the court because he just couldn't get to the rim. But him being able to get to the rim has actually allowed him to actually get on the court.
Yeah.
I do agree with Glock what he said about the confidence thing because that was basically the
Oh
same thing that
yeah.
happened to Derrick Rose. That was
I
the
know
same thing that
that.
happened to Derrick Rose, man.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna see like Derrick Rose was a great player, but once the knees shot him, man, your confidence does take
Yeah.
a hit when you miss a couple
That's
of
true.
shots.
I talked to folks.
No,
He
no,
was
no, no.
saying
Yeah.
in the end, he
I'm
was
saying
even more
confidence
so.
for him
He was
for
even
like a
more so
hand.
worried
I
about the
don't
fact
think
that he
Tyler
got
Hero
paid.
one of them guys that's gonna like that.
So you have to
That's
understand
Off a
this.
that's
You have
shooting.
to
Jimmy. That's
understand this.
Jimmy. Them.
What we're talking about something totally different. We're not talking about confidence in yourself.
We
We're
talking
talking about
about mentally,
confidence in
bro.
your hand. Can you shoot the ball the way you shot the ball?
Yeah, yeah,
And
no,
once
no,
and
no,
once
yeah,
you
but
and
no,
so once you
I'm
miss
saying
the
I don't think a
so
hand injury for Tyler Hero would ever stop that. For just a
I,
hand injury,
You got
something
you
like
got
hey
that.
man, look man, you gotta
so hold
understand
on, hold on.
these are
I got you. See, Hold on, bro. Let me explain something to you about a hand injury, right? Look, if you a shooter, bro, and you break something in your hand, it's gonna be different. If you go out there and you put up shots in a live game and you miss 10 of them bitches, it's gonna affect you mentally. Because the first thing you're
I
gonna come into
understand
your
that.
mind, the first thing that hits your mind is, I'm not as good as I was. I'm never gonna get this back. Once that shit set into you, it's kind of pretty much over, bro. It shakes your whole confidence to the point where you even think about
facts.
leaving. To the point
But
where you even think
also,
about leaving
Tyler
the game.
Hero's just not a shooter. He can
Yeah,
dribble. He can get to the
that's a
bucket.
part of that's.
So
I,
so let me explain. Let me explain something to you. He broke his shooting hand. It's still that same hand he dribbled with. All that shit. It still affects the whole 9 yards, bro. It's not just gonna
Yeah,
affect his
so
shooting. It's gonna affect the handle. It's gonna affect his passing. It's gonna affect his
everything.
effectiveness to
Everything. It
get
affects
to the
everything.
basket.
It affects
How you
It
catch
everything.
it.
affects
It's gonna affect how you
everything,
catch the
bro.
ball.
It affects
It affects
everything.
everything.
That's your hand.
And
That's your
so
hand we
if he
talking about.
loses, so for example, if he's dribbling, he loses the ball with his right hand. He's gonna lack confidence not only in the shot but also the dribble. You
I'm
see what I'm
telling you, it
saying?
affects a lot.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
It
I just
does.
You
don't
got
think
It
Spo.
affects.
I think Spo and them coaching staff so good though they would catch that. They would catch
And
stuff like that.
I would hope so.
They wouldn't.
I would
Man,
hope
look,
They
so. I
wouldn't.
would
look,
hope
man.
they back him up.
Honestly,
They
But look,
wouldn't.
honestly,
It wouldn't even.
I ruptured my Achilles, man, and I had a total rupture, So it took me a while, honestly, to get back to the form I was at, because it was just like, and I'm not at that level, you know what I'm saying? But it
No,
took
Right.
for
me
sure,
a
for
while
sure.
to get back, because it's not only I was worried about landing, I was worried about taking off, I was worried about pushing off. There's a lot of things that come into my mind about what made it snap. You know what I mean?
It's
A
like
part of the reason I think he
I agree
healthy
with
though. I
Justin
think
here.
he healthy. I think way healthy. I think.
Seven
but look,
months.
but look.
I
He
I
think
got
think
it's
it's
No, but
way
look.
beyond.
I
more.
will say though.
it's not the
Oh,
same.
I
go, go,
think
go.
He got way more like medicine that I ever had just going to high school. Like he has the opportunity to be able to be getting the best service when it comes to healing.
no.
So I don't
Yeah,
think
but
that's
I
a
think
problem.
it's not the healing
I
part,
think
bro.
he beyond
It's not
healthy though.
it's not the
He
healing part.
beyond
That's what
healthy. He beyond
I
healthy.
think.
No,
I
but
You
look.
think
want
y'all
to
It,
know how I
listening when I
know?
go
say
ahead.
I'm gonna
You
show
want to
y'all
know
my
how I
scar
know?
real
Oh,
quick.
my bad.
I'm gonna show y'all my
Hey,
So
watch
scar
the
out.
so
thing
y'all
the
can
thing
see.
about
De'Aaron
How
Fox had
Hero,
bad he
the
wanted
thing
to
about
come
Hero
back.
is they're going to need him regardless, right?
De'Aaron,
So like
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox had the
even
same
even
injury though.
even like I'm not going to overreact to this win by the Heat. Like don't get me wrong, I want the Heat to win, Like realistically, I want the Eastern Conference to win because I'm an Eastern Conference guy. But like basketball wise, I mean, for me, it makes sense for the Nuggets to win the series. But
So you see that spot?
for me, yeah, for me, right, the issue is they
Dang.
need Tyler Hero even after that win last night
That's rough.
because we can't sit here and act like that win last night was very telling. It wasn't like a very strong win. It was just these guys had a chance to take you to overtime. The shot hit the rim, and y'all won that game versus like winning by 10, 15 points. So it wasn't a very convincing win for me personally.
If you're not
So I
looking
think
at
they
what
need
happened
Tyler
in the
Hero
fourth
regardless,
quarter,
whether that's just as a
No, but that's why I
decoy.
said Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, whether they use Tyler Hero as a
Yeah,
I'm
decoy
gonna be
yeah,
honest.
they
or
do
when
need.
he's out there
If we
hitting
don't
shots,
look at
they
the
need him on the
actual,
court regardless.
It depends because Jimmy Butler still hasn't had a 30-point game yet.
I
But I
don't, I
will say
don't.
that De'Aaron Fox had the same
It's
injury though.
I
And
That's
he
agree to
true.
came back
disagree
and
with you
started hitting.
on that, Glock, because the fact that they won the game without him doesn't necessarily, you feel me, and he's not out there, that says a lot. So I don't think they really game planned it for him to actually be like they catalyst to help them win games like that, bro, because of his injury. They
I
already
thought he.
accepted the fact that Hero was gonna be out the moment they got in the
So
playoffs. They already accepted that. They've been playing
But
like that for a while.
yeah, they've
Miami
so
been
the
just
thing
saying
gotta
he
is
was
that
gonna come
execute.
back though. They've been
so
saying
And
he was
Golden
so
supposed
State
to be
still
back
win.
game 7. They said he was
so the
supposed to be
thing is
back by game 7 last
so
year,
so
and he never came back.
so the thing is, as athletes, right? One thing all athletes have is that competitiveness, right? And in that competitiveness, it could be it could be something that's positive, or it could be something negative. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you miss those first couple of shots, it becomes a negative. Because you start to doubt yourself. You start to not believe that you'll ever get back to that form that you were at. So then you'll start pushing yourself more because you know who you were. You know what I
Well,
mean?
buddy.
And
Well,
when
I
you
think about it. You know what I mean?
because when you know who you were, you pushing yourself more. You're forcing the action opposed to allowing the rhythm to come to you. If that makes sense, guys.
Right.
What y'all
It
think of
does, but also it's
Tyler?
on
Oh, not
Miami
Tyler.
and his teammates to be like, all right, you missed that shot, next shot. Don't worry about it. Turn the page. Let's
That's
go.
Yeah,
easy
It's
to
the
because
say, bro.
finals.
Hey,
it's
bro.
like I
That's
said.
easy
It's
to
like I
say.
said
That's easy
earlier.
to say, but competitively, bro, I'm telling you right now, that's not one of those things that really happen.
But
It's
it's
easy.
like,
But look,
It's easy to say, though.
Tyler Hero has been hurt before though, so I think he's gonna know how to bounce back.
but y'all gotta pay attention. Like, cause if y'all truly think about it, right? It's like I said in game 1. If bro would have knocked down those threes, we wouldn't be having these conversations.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Because Miami would have won the first game, and then Denver probably would have won the second game or whatever, or even if they lost or whatever. But we wouldn't have had this conversation. Miami made a lot of mistakes in that first game and missed a lot of shots. And I'm
Open
talking about
shots, open shots,
well
open
open,
shots,
good
open
opportunities.
shots. Yeah, open shots.
Like open shots, that's different. So
That's
they
different. Yeah,
took that to the head. You know what I'm saying? So we can see we didn't see Miami execute, and they play team ball. The
yeah, they
difference is
do.
with the Nuggets, they play team ball, but it's more Jamal and Jokic. You feel me? It's like our dynamic duo, and then maybe our role players will get in there and help out. You feel me? But Miami, they play all around.
They play team
They
ball
depend
around.
on each
This
other.
true.
They don't just depend on Jimmy. They don't just depend on Tyler. They don't just depend on Bam. They depend on their team, their whole team.
Because even when they lost to the Celtics, Bam still shot the same amount of shots that he took. He was just missing them,
Right.
but he took them. It's facts.
Okay, so now we gotta turn the stove on, right? So now it's gonna get ugly. So I gotta ask y'all a question. So now can all these Brown sexuals stop saying LeBron never had a good coach?
Man, they can stop it.
Yeah.
You know how I
They
feel
can end that.
about throw babies, kingdoms, kids.
They can end that. They can end that talk, man. Really. But honestly,
Yeah,
LeBron was trying to get him
can't.
fired. LeBron
They
was trying
can't
to get
say
him fired.
nothing.
Pat Riley
They
said
trying
it.
to get
Pat
him
Riley
fired.
just came out and
Crunch,
said it. Yeah, Pat
Crunch.
Riley
But you
just
said
came out and
something.
said it last week. He
Crunch,
said
Crunch. You said something that
he
was
came to
amazing,
his
though, bro.
office and tried to get tried to ask for tried to ask to
Eric
get Eric
Spoelstra.
Spoelstra out of there, but
Yeah.
he basically was like, he said players don't come to my office. Players do not come to my office and ask stuff like that. And next thing you know, LeBron came back and said he was going to Cleveland.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
You said what,
Hey,
Chuck?
But I'm
but
not
you
gonna
said
blame.
you said something very important though earlier, man. You said that Butler doesn't want to go 0-2 in the finals because then they will call him overrated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's
Mm-hmm.
true. That's true.
But
I
He
don't
don't
think
want
if
to
he
go
goes
0-2.
0-2 in the finals, people are going to call him overrated. And the reason why I don't think so is because I don't think either of those finals that he's went to, he necessarily had any business being in the first place. I think
Yeah,
there were
yeah,
much
but
better
look, he
teams.
was already. Yeah,
My
but I
fault, go
was
ahead,
mainly
brother.
saying that because he was already getting called overrated because he lost him 3 games in a row to Boston, and then he came out game 1. He was playing bad, and everybody has basically been saying
Well, I'm
he been
a.
overhyped. They were saying that like if some people like trying to compare it to D Wade and nature. So I
I'm
think
a.
if he was to go 0-2 in the finals, people will call him like
I'm
you know what I'm
a.
saying, a choker and things like that. Because you can say that they lost game 1 to him too. I know Street saw them shots, but Jimmy didn't have a good game.
Yeah, he
So
didn't have a good game either.
if he
I just
really
think that
good,
if
he could get out give him a lot of blame. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think this finals run is more of an opportunity for the Heat to see that they really got to land one of these great scores. Because in my opinion, right, the Miami Heat is really just a talented scorer away from really being one of the most dominant teams in the NBA, in my opinion, right? Because if they had somebody like a Dang, like a Kyrie, like a somebody that was just a score first guy like that, if they had one of those, I think we would really be having a much different
Where'd
conversation
you put that
about
ticket?
the Miami Heat.
But let me ask you
That,
this then:
yeah, I do
if
think
you
Hey,
do
hey,
have
they
hold
one of
should
on,
them
get Kyrie.
hold
talented
on though.
scorers, do the
Hold on.
offense change? Do the
I'm
offense
a,
still look the
No,
same?
look, I think Kyrie can play in that Miami offense though. He can catch and shoot. He can run off a screen. And Kyrie really not even that selfish. If he's in the right system, he'll just play his role, man. Just you feel me? Like he gonna drop 22, 23 points.
Yeah, Moses said in the comments like a Bradley Beal. Like a Bradley Beal is good too. Like just somebody that really can get their offense going in that way, like one of those guys can on a one-on-one tip, on a catch and shoot tip,
so
something like that. Because I
Hero's
think
gonna
that
be that
that's
guy
really
though.
what
hold
they
on though.
need.
I wanna address something y'all said earlier about the fact that Jimmy Butler didn't belong or wasn't supposed to be in the playoffs. Let's just be honest that you didn't expect it. I would say it'd be better to say that you didn't expect it than to say that he didn't belong. Because that's like totally automatic, just like disrespectful, because the fact that he's back here again, the fact that the man is back here again and he's playing with a team of G Leaguers, as we all say, shows that he belonged the first time he was there.
No,
So,
I disagree. I don't think
Undrafted.
it's disrespectful. In fact, I think
Undrafted.
it's more respects to Jimmy Butler by saying he didn't belong here. Because at the end of the day, right? Like I'm a realistic basketball person. Like I don't go based on my fandom. I go based on what makes sense and what actually is supposed to happen based on the rosters, based on what it says on paper, etc. Jimmy Butler has faced two teams in this finals run that realistically should have got him up out of there real fast, and that's the Bucks and that's the Celtics. And his leadership, the culture for the Miami Heat, and the drive that those boys have and that he instills in his teammates has got him to this point. As well as the unselfishness have got him to this point, and that's not a knock on Jimmy. That's not disrespectful to him. That's more of a big up to him. That's more respect to him for being able to get the team there when he shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's why I say like realistically, the Bucks or the Celtics should be in the finals right now. The Bucks and the Celtics should have played in the conference finals, maybe. You know what I mean? Like that's not a disrespect to him. That just means that he's overachieving and he's continuously overachieving. But I'm not going to sit here and
okay,
say like
I see what you
anybody
mean by
picked him
that,
to be in
Glock.
the
I see
finals
what you
this year.
mean. I see what you mean, because
I
when
think
you
it should have
guys
been
when
Bucks
you
and
said
Philly.
it, it came like he belong. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
I like Jimmy, man. Jimmy's one of my favorite players, but like realistically, he shouldn't have beat Giannis and he shouldn't have beat Tatum and Brown. But the reality of it is, he's just a grit and grime guy, and he's a part of that culture down there as well. And they got a great coach, great organization. It happens. So if they can get a good prolific scorer or a above average scorer on their team, respect to Tyler Hero, but he's no Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? He's no Kyrie. He's no Dame. You know what I mean? If they can get one of them guys, I think it's raps.
The thing about Miami
To
is they
be
really
honest,
just need him to be a
I
closer
don't
though.
think Miami need anybody. I just think they need to stick with who they got, bro, and just keep doing what they doing and growing as a team.
Nah, I think they need a scorer. Like I respect the undrafted players, and
They have a
you know,
scorer in Jimmy. They have
I
two
mean,
scores.
nah, not like that. I'm not trying to be funny, but Jimmy's a solid two-way, but he's not a scorer. Like he's not somebody who gonna as he pull up from three. He's not gonna but behind the back stop mid range pull up at the elbow. He's not one of those guys. He can get in his bag. He has a bag, but he's not one of those guys. And I think if they get one of those guys to go along beside him, Bam, we'd be having a different conversation. Because I think that even though I think the biggest difference here in this series is the talent discrepancy. Like the talent is clearly very heavy on one side and the other. And one side just works hard. And I respect that. You know what I mean? But I think they do need a score.
But when you
Do you
so
think Pat Riley
when
willing
you
to go
say
out and get one
talent,
though?
are you going based off the fact that like Miami got like 7 undrafted players?
Right, because I'm confused. I
Hold on,
think
say
Miami
what?
got a nice, decent team.
Because
You
if
say
you
what
think
now?
about it, Duncan was him in Michigan. Vincent was
No,
him
no,
in
no, no, no,
like
no.
they
So
weren't.
Hell
for
They
no,
me,
he
just
for
didn't
wasn't.
get
He
me,
was
drafted because
trash
that's
in
not what they
so
Michigan.
do
so
in
anybody
college.
that heard me talk about the Heat this year, I always give respects to these players. Gabe Vincent,
No,
Max
I
Strus.
don't think
Like
he's saying it
when
like.
when I brought up Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, and them guys, bro, them boys tried to laugh me off the panel. Like I told them, like, nah, them guys can
Yeah,
hoop,
yeah, I
right?
remember that. Glock is
But
right
but
about
the
that.
difference is I'm not gonna act like it's a difference between being a hard worker and performing great and being naturally talented and being able to take your talents to a different level when you locked in. Like none of these guys on that court, nobody on that team is Bradley Beal when Bradley Beal is locked in, ready to score the basketball. Nobody is. Nobody's on that level at all on that team, respectfully. You know what I mean? Tyler Hero is the closest thing that they have to that. But I mean, he's not even, in my opinion, half the score that a Bradley Beal is. So I mean, I think they just need one of those type scores, one of those upper echelon scorers, one of those guys who can easily go out and get you 35 points when they really need to, when they get it going. You know what I'm saying? I think they need one of those guys in order to complete their team and complete their roster, in my opinion.
Like, I feel what you're saying, Glad, but I have to look at the whole totality of how they playing now and what they've shown us thus far. They have beaten teams without even having that type of guy. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? What if they do at that guy? What would it do to their team? Because somebody
And
gonna have to give somewhere.
I think they should just keep their team the way it is. I think you only add that piece if like an Eastern Conference team that threatens you makes a super team.
I don't even
I
think
Right.
they'll
mean,
do it
I
then.
disagree, brother, because I'm not trying to be funny, and I respect Miami. I like Miami, but Miami shouldn't have beat the Bucks. In my opinion, it shouldn't have happened, and I think the Bucks underperformed, and Giannis underperformed, in the crunch moments of some of those games.
But the
So
Bucks
they
underperformed the last 2 playoffs, so you
I,
can't put
I
that on
agree.
Miami.
I agree, but I can though. I'm not putting it on Miami. I'm just speaking on the other team that they were playing against performance, right? I don't think they took the Miami Heat serious, and that shit bit them in the ass because once again, Miami is not one of those teams that you can underestimate because they're a grit and grind team. They're going to play great defense and they're going to bring your scoring average for your team down, and that's how they compete with you, right? So I don't think that and obviously the Giannis injury he missed 2 games that series, or a game and a quarter, whatever you want to call it. But I think that was just going to happen regardless, in my opinion. But that Celtics series, I respect the win against the Celtics, but I severely think that the Celtics severely underperformed. Like I'm just
No,
being honest with you,
I,
the Celtics completely underperformed. They've been underperforming on and off all season. They very much so in the playoffs, and that's why when we seen the Celtics when they got it clicking and they started actually playing basketball how they're supposed to play basketball, they actually won 3 straight games, and they just couldn't really do it that last game because they went back to underperforming, in my opinion.
so let me ask you a question. If Jimmy Butler hits that 3 last year and they go to the finals and they beat the Celtics, are you saying that same thing now?
So for me, brother, I really don't like to do the hypotheticals as far as wins and losses because I like to just kind of what it
Yeah, I
is.
don't. I don't
Yeah,
hypothetical
like
neither.
I know this is probably our first time talking, but I really don't like to do the hypotheticals too much. Um, but I mean, in my opinion, right, if they were supposed to win, they'd have won. That's really just how I look at it, right? Like the same thing with the Celtics, they supposed to win, they'd have won, but they underperformed. It is what it is. I think Miami is just a grit and grind team who will beat you down defensively and they can beat you down defensively enough to make you match your scoring. And I think that's how they get their wins off. So in my opinion, that's just kind of how I look at it. But
I
I do
think I,
think the
I
Celtics
think
underperformed.
I think all
So
that ties into how Pat Riley wants to build his team, though. Like for the
agreed.
past couple of years, people say, "Oh, they should go get." But Pat Riley doesn't do that. Like I think he doesn't do that for a reason. I don't know what's the reason, but
I think he
obviously
learned
now
from
it's
what
like
LeBron.
this.
I think he learned from LeBron.
Yeah, it's just how he builds his team. He doesn't want another superstar. He doesn't want anybody like that.
Well, no, see the thing about Pat Riley, he understands the importance of really having a team that has heart. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if I got a group of guys who ready to go to war and ain't gonna quit by no means, it's better than me having a group of guys that's talented and gonna quit on me when I need you the most. You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie Irving ain't the answer. Bradley Beal ain't the answer, and them other guys ain't the answer.
I mean, I don't know. I think having a great scorer like that is very beneficial for them because they have the defensive pieces, they have the defensive minded coaches who can, actually put those type of players who aren't the best defensively in a position to not be a hindrance to the team defensively, uh, while also getting a very big boost in offense. I think the big boost in offense is worth the slight decline in defense, in my opinion.
So, what type of player would you go get then? Like, if they had a chance to get I seen somebody say Andrew Wiggins, would you go get him? Because that'd be like the
Nah, I wouldn't go get
closest
Andrew
thing to
Wiggins.
that.
I don't think he's scores
Honestly,
minded the
I
way that they
wouldn't
need.
sign Kyle Larry back. I'd go get Fred VanVleet.
Yeah.
Nah, I like Kyle